I often speak to women about pausing, when you start to feel things ratcheting up between you and your husband, conflict and argument is happening, and the power of a pause to diffuse the situation, allow you to walk away, collect yourself before you say anything you'll regret later. But today I want to talk about pausing in a whole different way. You're not in conflict. Your husband just is talking about something, and you flippantly throw out some advice, some wisdom, a suggestion, and you haven't really taken the time to think about it thoroughly. You haven't really prayed about it. You just flippantly throw out a suggestion or advice. I do this all the time. How about you? And the other day, lo and behold, my husband acted on my advice, my wisdom, my counsel, my guidance that I hadn't thought about, let alone prayed about. And thankfully it turned out okay. But it startled me and I thought, oh my goodness, wives do have such tremendous influence with their husbands, whether you realize it or not. Even if he's not looking like he's paying attention to what you're saying, often husband is thinking, wow, my wife thinks I should do this. Okay. And he acts on it. Maybe, again, good idea to practice a pause. I think of countless characters, women in the Bible, who got into deep doo-doo because they did this exact same thing. They just threw out a suggestion, their husband acted on it, and then bad things happened. Probably the best example of what not to do would be Sarah, married to Abraham. Remember, God promised them they were going to have this son. Well, Sarah got tired of waiting and waiting and waiting for God to fulfill his promise. So one day she just threw out the suggestion to Abraham, why don't you just sleep with my servant Hagar, and maybe she can give you a baby. Well, he just acted upon that brilliant advice that she probably hadn't really prayed about. And as a result of that, there have been thousands of years of animosity between the child born to Hagar and the child that was eventually born to Sarah. Probably it would have been better for Sarah to pause before she threw out a brilliant suggestion to her husband. Maybe we should pause too. It reminds me of Proverbs 12:18. Reckless words pierce like a sword. Let's not be reckless. During the middle of a fight, let's not be reckless with our words, but let's also not be reckless with our words when it comes to giving out a brilliant suggestion or advice to our husbands. How about if we pause, think about it for a moment, and then also pray about it too? That would probably be a good idea for both you and me.